Master System.
Alright, here we go. The final fight. This is gonna suck.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh.
God damn it. The rings vanish so fucking quick in this game. Like when you get hit.
Yeah, the game's not interested in your continued health.
No, it is
or
not.
joy.
Okay, remember playing Sonic 2 locked into Sonic and Knuckles? You ever experienced that?
Once. Like, once ever.
Frick! Is he gonna give me another chance? Did you get to the final boss?
No, I did not.
Why would you? But, if you had, you would know that, there was a very odd quirk to it. Namely, the Knuckles' lower jumping height meant that he could only attack very, very rarely.
This is basically that turned into the entire gimmick of the fight.
The fights here are so... Oh, hey, Mewtwo's online, too. Everybody's showing up. Man, damn.
Muteki.
Muteki? Is that how it's supposed to... No, fuck
Yeah.
you. Fuck you.
Muteki. There's not even a Y in there.
I don't give a fuck. It's Mute and then Key. K-I.
Oh, that's what you said. I heard Miyuki and I was like, what?
That's... No. Hi, Miyuki! That's good. I should give Yuki Skype information. Yeah, we were. Yuki, we were talking about that, but not anymore.
Yeah, well, I was gonna bring up the sheer amount of Game Gear Sonic games is terrifying, given that the Game Gear didn't have a terribly long life.
No, they made Sonic games fast.
There's like 13 of them.
Okay, that's...
There's the Sonic 1 and 2, Triple Trouble, Chaos, Tails Adventure, Tails Sky Patrol, the port of Mean Bean Machine,
that doesn't
Trouble.
Count. That's just Puyo Pop.
Spinball, Blast, Drift, Drift 2, Labyrinth. Like, it's absurd.
Okay, get back in here. There we go. Fuck you. You've played all the GG Sonics. Well, Mewtwo, I'm very sorry to hear that.
So have I. Yeah, Labyrinth is definitely the worst.
I think I played that on one of my cousin's Game Gears. Oh, no, damn it!
But, like, there
we go.
Like, once you get past, like, Triple Trouble, you basically never want to touch any of them again.
Triple Trouble. No, ring, damn it! I might be in trouble. We might be fucked. Ah, we're fucked.
Morning Song, that's jinxed by the fact that there's approximately 3 Bubsy games ever. I would recommend save stating while you still have a life.
Yeah, probably should.
I suppose there are four Bubsy games. There's 1, 2, Jaguar, and 3D. And 3D jinxes any quality notion because it's worse than Sonic 06.
Boss lasts so long. Modern Bubsy 3D is a work of art. It tells you straight up. It just screams the word art.
Yeah, no, Bubsy Goes to the Museum doesn't even deserve to be, like, the rest of the games don't deserve to be mentioned in the same breath.
I'm already at 0 rings. This is bad.
This is a really long boss, and it's
no, it
really
is
bad.
A frustratingly long boss. Anyways, you know what I was saying about Knuckles in Sonic 2?
Yeah.
The thing in Knuckles in Sonic 2 is that you could only attack super duper rarely. It was ridiculous and bad.
It was mind-numbing. Like, this endurance boss concept doesn't fit.
Alright, I'm gonna grab 3 rings because I believe there are 2 cycles in this boss.
That makes sense.
Okay, 1. God. Yeah, the boss music is very dull, Mewtwo. It is just... It is the worst part of the game. The bosses in this game are pretty bad to begin with, but the final one, they just pulled out all the stops on being bad. Also, it is so hard to get rings back when you lose them. Okay. That's 2. I'm a spin dash. So slow. Goddamn, got you.
If we had your Skype, we'd add you, Muteki.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, sure, I'll just cut this, whatever. Yo, is that you, Muki?
Okay, I gotta mute the stream now, because otherwise...
Yeah, otherwise you'll get the horrible echo.
You will live in hell.
There we go.
It's good to meet you, Muteki.
What's up, Muki?
Yes.
Muteki, how's it pronounced? Tell me how it's pronounced, because otherwise I'll get it wrong forever.
Yeah, I go with Muteki.
That's terrible. You're Muki now.
I assumed as much because it's
What?
Japanese.
Why did that hurt me? I just clipped it! Fuck this boss. Fuck this boss.
Oh man, I just saw that.
Rip rings.
Oh man.
So where's the Sonic 3D Blast ROM hack where every ring makes him fatter?
That would be beautiful. That would be beautiful, perfect, and pure. Alright.
Game over.
You know, the nice thing is you can just go into the stage select, which you can easily get on hardware by just jiggling the cart a little bit, because anytime anything goes wrong in this game, it just says, okay, there's an exception. I'm going to put you on the stage select screen.
Really?
That's a way better
if you
idea than it could have
from
been.
a different game, that will happen. It will say, oh, congratulations, somehow you found the level select. And if you go to this, stage, you can get the good ending.
Honestly, that's actually a way better
I
idea
call that the
than
bad
the
ending, because I fucking hate the flickies so much.
Did anyone actually want the flickies to survive?
Nobody wanted the flickies to survive, dude.
mean,
I will say though, like the whole Sonic 3D Blast flicky connection is so strange to me because, like, I just wonder where the idea came from.
So here's the thing about that. Like my sort of influence map for Sonic 3D here is, you know, Sonic, who's really fast,
Obviously.
Flicky, which is an arcade game that's still pretty well paced. Maybe even Marble Madness. It's an isometric 3D game that shares a lot of similarities in its level structure.
Right.
And all of these are fast games. There's some level of physicality to it. And yet this has, like, none of that. It's so slow. And so methodical. Even just being, like, Marble Madness featuring Sonic would have been a better idea for this engine.
Oh, yeah.
Because then it's like, oh,
yeah,
it's a whole bunch of slopes. We gotta guide Sonic to the end and collect a whole bunch of rings.
Yeah, no, it's so, like, weird. The pace is so sluggish and bad. My personal theory, and I have no idea if this is right, it's probably not, is that they were basically just told, hey, make Sonic, but make it 3D because it's 1996, and that's what the kids want these days. Yeah. And they did, and they just pulled inspiration from the weirdest place they possibly could, and just ran with it. And we somehow got this. Oh, thank God. I might actually beat it this time. Might.
The Traveler's Tales was very, like, I looked into their, like, founding, and they were founded in, you know, the UK in the early 90s, so they would have also been coming off of, like, a strong period of, like...
Okay.
Everyone copying Night Tale or whatever it was called, the one that Rare
Nightmare.
before they were known as Rare did.
Yeah, Nightmare by Ultimate Play the Game. No, wait, Nightlore by Ultimate Play the Game, which is like the most ridiculously influential like ZX Spectrum game ever that like basically caused the UK game development scene to fall in love with the concept of isometric video games.
So gross.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that's the thing with the PC game. You see a game you like, you can use that same PC you have to clone the game that you're playing, and it's like this is so far advanced from what anyone else is doing. So it's like, oh, now we all got to figure out what the heck is going on here.
Fuck.
It's sort of like how after Treasure comes out with like Gunstar Heroes and Dynamite Heady, you've got like Konami and Sega doing all of this crazy ass raster effect shit. Like this game has
I was very surprised when I found out that Contra Hard
just
States
so
Gunstar.
Yeah, it really looks a lot more dated in a lot of respects, especially because of how tiny all the sprites are. And there's just so much stuff happening on the game.
Fuck. Damn it! Did you see how fast that ring disappeared? Holy shit!
Konami's Genesis output, I feel like, got weaker over time. Like, after Rocket Knight Adventures and, Hardcore, then they come out with Bloodlines, which was, you know, a good game, but I feel like it lacked a lot of the polish of the previous titles.
Wait, can you guys even hear me?
Yeah.
And I just died again. Holy shit, this is going to be a nightmare.
Rip. It's gonna be 40 minutes of video on the final boss.
God, I hope not.
My only piece of advice is in that last section. If you sort of go to like the leftmost spot where he's firing out all the bullets, if you're in that corner, he can't hit you at all. I don't know how I figured that out.
No, I think I figured that actually sounds really familiar. I think I might have happened to cross that as a kid as well. Also, whenever you start a Skype call, the audio decides to fuck itself because audio. So half a second.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Skype is like Skype just assumes that, oh, you're talking to people. You must not want to hear anything else.
Yeah, what else would you want to hear? That'd be silly.
Alright.
Hearing things, that's for sissies and silly people.
You can't, like, talk to people and do other stuff at the same time. That's just crazy.
Especially not listening to things.
So from reading the comments on all of the forum posts and stuff, as near as I can tell, I'm a pariah because I prefer the soundtrack from the PC and Saturn versions.
For some reason, I thought PC had the Genesis version soundtrack.
Well, you could easily mod it in, but it's almost exactly the same thing as a Saturn version. There's just a fewer distracting transparency effects in it, and the special stages are completely different.
The transparency effects in the Saturn version are just incredibly irritating, especially the mist and like Rusty.
Oh yeah, that's actually one thing I'm glad the PC version doesn't have, because it just sort of makes everything look sort of like a mushy soup.
It just makes it irritating to play.
Yeah, like everything looks washed out. It's a cool effect, but then it just gets in the way of how you actually play it.
Well, like it feels like it's clearly something that was overlaid over top the design afterwards.
Yeah, it's like a single layer. There's no interesting effects that make it look like anything other than just like, oh, we took like a single screen's worth of like gray, and then we affected the translucency slightly. There's no motion to it at all.
Yeah,
so
it's really bad.
Yeah, and the Volcano Valley level, which I still haven't seen, it has that same effect.
You haven't seen it because I haven't posted it yet.
Yeah,
I've never seen the Saturn version of that, and it sounds horrendous.
Okay, sweet.
But
thank you for the tip, Nuki, by the way. It works. Okay, now I just gotta survive.
This boss is ridiculous. It's really more of a test of patience. And then it's not very deadly. Like, at least the other Sonic bosses, if you screw up, there's hell to pay for it. This is just like,
this is just like,
whether
great,
you
now I
succeed
gotta
or
wait
fail,
longer.
you're gonna take forever to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think we're actually out of the woods now. It's what gets me is that they make you do it twice.
Yeah,
like, I don't know if they actually...
The first time.
I can't remember. I think they might actually make you do like one or two more hits after doing it twice. I'm not sure.
No, it's exactly twice.
Exactly twice? Okay, good.
The hell section, that's when it stops.
I have not played this since I was 15, I guess?
Okay, I've played this too many times since.
So I thought that... I split my time as a child between the Genesis version and the PC version, so I thought that the PC version had the Genesis version soundtrack. I guess it doesn't?
No,
I guess it uses the Saturn one.
It's all CD audio, save as the Saturn. They
freedom
to use it, so they took it.
I just really like the
PC,
the Genesis version soundtrack, simply because it's the one I'm familiar with mostly.
That's cool.
But also, I really, really love the second act of Puppet Panic and the ice level.
All of the tracks they pillaged.
Ice level. Yeah.
But
they didn't pillage Ice Level until Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood, where they basically bastardized it.
Oh god, every song in that game is awful. Except
that game's clearly not finished.
Oh my god, it was
BioWare.
Yeah,
It was BioWare in
People were
mid-buyout.
People were excited about that one. People were like, "Oh man, this is going to be
I think
cool."
it might even have been a decent game if it weren't for the fact that they were bought halfway through its development.
I just assumed that I just assumed that it was just one of those. What the hell? That did not just happen.
This like reminds me of the one time some friends and I all played Landstalker, and we decided it was like two-thirds of
man.
oh man, and it was
Come
like
on.
2/3
Alright,
of the good game.
fucking
The other
finally.
third was hidden behind the awful projected perspective.
Yeah. All right, yeah, I
Because
did it.
that
I
game
won.
had like more advanced platforming than this, which was not necessarily a good thing, but at least they went with the concept.
On the
This is
bright
mostly
side, Landstalker was made by... It was actually a good game outside of its platforming as well.
Oh yeah, Landstalker is pretty good overall. It has its flaws, but I'm much more willing to recommend it as far as isometric platforming actually go.
I found out, like 3 months ago.
Oh, by the way,
apparently-
I beat the game.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Just want to finish this anecdote. I'm not happy for these but I found out recently that Treasure made like a weird sort of
Oh yeah,
Landstalker-y construction for the Genesis that I'd never
Light
even
Crusader. Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of like it, but it
Not terrible.
drags on.
Yeah, it's not terrible. Well, the best part about it was that one of your moves is to do this weird, idiotic-looking diving sword stab, and that's really funny looking, and that's about the best I can say.
Oh man, I haven't played that one in forever. So, congratulations. You
I
managed
don't-
to beat the whole damn game.
I don't feel like
I'm
it.
glad that you made it, but how are you going to spend the rest of your day?
I was actually
Will you watch
planning
the video?
on, after doing this, just fucking around with Five Nights at Freddy's, which I finally got able to stream.
Oh, okay.
If you want to stick around for that, you are more than welcome to, as
It's alright.
always.
Okay.
But yeah, like Crusader was mostly just like I'd never even realized that Treasure had worked in that genre.
Oh yeah. I mean,
So what the hell is Light Crusader now?
It's like
it's
Landstalker.
an Zelda knockoff thing, but isometric.
Like, here's the question I have whenever it comes to isometric stick. Can you move, standard up, down, left, and right?
I think it mapped like up is going to be going up left.
Nope, can't deal. I can't deal with that. I'm just incapable of dealing with that.